Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Thursday night. My name is Alan Gray, and if you're on this call, you are on my beautiful wife Elizabeth's team somewhere. So thank you for investing your time in yourself and your business and joining us tonight. We're going to try to keep it brief. Hopefully, it'll be informative and exciting for you. We are diverging entirely from what we had planned to talk about because there's just been so much exciting new change happening in our business in the last few days. And that's one of the things I've come to learn about direct sales business is that you have to embrace the change. You got to love it and roll with it because change can be difficult, but change is good. Things don't get better without change. So tonight we're going to talk through a series of developments with your Simply Aroma business, and we are going to talk through them using the mission statement. So, as you all know, our simple mission is broken up into three different parts. The first part of our mission statement is to be a legitimate opportunity for individuals to reach whatever financial goals they may have. So Simply Aroma wants Simply Aroma's consultants to be able to achieve whatever financial goals they may have, be it get out of debt, be it give up the second job that you might have to work. It might be to give up your main job. It might be whatever your heart desires. You can achieve it with Simply Aroma. In order to facilitate that, corporate have gone ahead and given us all a pay bump, which was pretty nice because it was entirely unexpected and unannounced, and it's actually in effect right now. So the new comp plan changes are in effect, and you will be paid on them for your May sales. So what are they? Essentially, there are lower steps to get paid more with Simply Aroma. So you will earn 25% commission on any sales that you make between $0 and $599. If you sell between $600 and $1,499, you'll get 30% on the entire amount. And then $1,500 and above, you'll get 35%. So on the left of the screen here, we can see what does that mean for you? Well, first off, it's higher commissions paid earlier. The rewards now are easier for your partying. So if you have two $300 parties in a month, you're already earning 30%. So if you have two $300 parties in a month, you're going to get just under $200 for your time, which is remarkable. The third point that they've made here is that with just 3 sales of the new party sets, you can earn 30%. So most of you know that we have a new consultant or a new catalog coming out.
We'll talk about that.
And we'll talk about that in a moment because I'm a waffler. Thank you for keeping me on track. So the next part of Simply Aroma's commitment to being a legitimate opportunity for individuals to reach whatever financial goals they may have is the Party Fast program. So with direct sales, new consultants need to start making a pretty good return on investment right out of the gate in order for them to see that, wow, this is legitimate, this is something that I can do, it's something that I get rewarded handsomely for. And we have a Party Fast program that supports that. So on top of your normal commission from your party sales, you'll get bonus cash for Simply Aroma oils based on how many, on the volume of sales you have through parties in your first 60 days. So if you have $500 in parties, you're going to get $100 in oils. $1,000 in parties, you'll get $300 in oils. $1,500 in parties, you'll get $500 in oils. And for $2,000 worth, or through your parties in your first 60 days, you'll get $700 in oils. Now, I want to make a point that isn't really made all that often, which is this is for new consultants, but if you are building your Simply Aroma team and you are sponsoring people into the company, This is just as important for you as it is for them. And that's a point I don't think that's made very often. Because if you're bringing people into the company and you can help them sell, for example, that third step there, $1,500 in sales, they will get minimum of 30% on that, because it would be more than $600 for each of their first 2 months. So they're getting 30% on $1,500, which is almost $500 in cash in their pocket. They're also going to get $500 worth of oils so that they can build up their inventory and build up the oils that they want to use and experience.
This is also great because it gives them more oils that they can share during their parties. And it also gives them oils that they could just flat out sell for 100% profit.
Yeah. Now, as I scroll through the attendees on this list, you all have heard this before, bar I think we've got 3 new names. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Amanda and Kelly, and maybe just 2 new names. But for all of you who have heard this before, you're probably going, yep, there they go again. But this is really important for you too, as a sponsor of a potential new consultant. If you can get somebody in and you can help them consistently make $500 in sales a month, that's real money in your pocket. As their sponsor, you'll get 5% of their sales. Once you hit manager, which everybody on this call can do by fall, you'll get 15% of their sales. So rather than trying to get lots of people in all at once, if you can get people in and you can successfully launch them and help them make money, you can get 15% of everything they sell, which is real legitimate residual income when you hit manager.
And one thing that Kelly Love has told us in the past with regards to bringing people in for building your structure using the Quan system, he always says sponsor in batches. And that means you sponsor a batch of people and then you work on getting them launched. And then you sponsor another batch of people and you work on getting them launched. So if you work that way by sponsoring in batches, then you can ensure that your new people are getting off to a really strong start.
Absolutely, and that way you'll retain more of them in the business. They'll see that Simply Aroma is much better than direct sale company XYZ that they're with, and they will be crazy oil ladies too, just like us.
You're not a lady.
But I'm pretty.
Yes, you are.
Thank God everybody's muted. Okay, so moving along.
Yeah, go on.
So we wanted to reiterate to everybody here on the call that Simply Aroma really is a legitimate opportunity to make serious money. You can replace your income with a Simply Aroma residual. Uh-oh. Thanks, Christy. And the way to do that is by your personal sales getting out there and partying, but also making sure that the people you bring into the company are successful too. The second point in our simple mission is to introduce the best essential oils to the world and to make them simple to understand and easy to use. So I read a fantastic testimonial on our team group. Gosh, I guess it was about 15 minutes ago that I read it, and I think it was posted 2 hours ago. And somebody shared that her hostess challenged her. She called her out on Simply Aroma's quality, saying that some other brand that she uses is much better, and the way you can tell Simply Aroma's oils are not pure is by freezing them. And if you put the oils in the freezer, if it freezes, it's not pure. So our consultant, and I've forgotten your name, but I love you if you're on the call, said, bring it on, slam them in the freezer. And lo and behold, Simply Aroma's oils did not freeze, and the other companies did. I wish there was some video of the consultant explaining this to the hostess. But so the first part of the second point is that we have the best essential oils, bar none. The second part of it is to make the oils simple to understand and easy to use. And corporate has our back here, and they're bringing in changes to support this effort. The first major change is that we are moving from our catalog, which is stuffed full of packages, to a much simpler essential oils guide. Now, the essential oils guide has, okay, I might have confused. Yeah, so Marie, I saw your question there. You asked, wouldn't they freeze because they were not pure? And that's right. The other companies' oils froze because they're not pure, and Simply Aroma's oils did not freeze because they are pure. So I'm sure you've all been on Monday night conversations lately, and you've seen the new Not catalog that's come out. And this is fantastic. It's an essential oils guide. It goes through, we did have one, and I was going to talk through it, but I think I've lost it.
I can go get it real quick if you want me to.
No. Okay, so we have moved to 4 different party packages. The largest one is a build your own package, and it gets you a free diffuser.
And free shipping.
And free shipping. And that package is $197?
Yes.
So if you can sell just 3 of those and a bottle of orange each month, you will be on that 30% commission tier. It's absolutely doable. It's a fantastic price and rewards for the customer who buys it, because everybody loves diffusers. Once you know somebody is a committed oil user when they get a diffuser. And if you can help them get that diffuser for free, they're going to love you, and they're going to repeat, and they're probably going to want to host a party with you.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. If someone buys a diffuser, you know that they're going to continue to buy oils to use in that diffuser. Diffusers are fantastic. Everybody loves them. That party package, the very top party package, the build your own package, is fantastic because it means that people are not stuck with just what comes in a particular package. They can add the oils that they want. The oils that they think that they can use, the oils that they believe that they will use more than others. And so I think that build your own package option is going to be a fantastic seller, especially with the free diffuser and the free shipping. That free shipping is huge. People will spend more just to get free shipping.
Yes. So you have probably heard about them. We have new host rewards, and they are coming to a party near you very soon. I put together this slide because there's a little bit of confusion out there on the changes to the host rewards. So on the 1st of June, let me go back a slide. On the 1st of June, we are no longer going to be doing a free grace at a $350 party. We are going to be doing it, Susan, I'll get to your question in just a moment. It's on the next slide. So a free grace with $350 party is going to run through the end of the month. At the start of the month, we are going to change from a grace to a exclusive host-only blend. Nobody can buy this. The only way you can get this is by hosting a qualifying party. And that party can be open right now, and if you can contact your hostess and you can say if you want your grace, close it in May, or if you want a new exclusive host only blend, close it after the 1st. We also have new reward structure coming in, and before we talk about it, I want to go through the change calendar. The change is happening on June the 15th. So the current reward structure is going to be in place right up until and including June 14th. On the 15th, corporate will be manually cutting over the old to the new host reward system. They have said that you cannot close a party on the 15th, or you run the risk of getting the wrong or even 0 host rewards.
Yeah, they've said do not close a party on June 15th. They said do it either on June 14th or June 16th.
So we'll iterate it again. And thank you, Christy Rogers, for putting this information together for me. I shamelessly stole it. If you want to get the old rewards, close your party before June 14th. If you want the new host rewards, close them on June 16th or afterwards. Do not close any parties on June 15th, or you may end up with no hostess rewards. There's a bullet point here saying leaving parties open during the transition is perfectly fine. Just be aware that you will get the rewards based on the date that you close it. And the last two bullet points here again reiterate that the free grace with the $350 party ends on May 31st, and the host gift for a $300 party begins June 1st. So I'm going to pause here for a moment, and I'm going to unmute everybody, and please ask your questions. You are all unmuted. Does anybody have any questions about the cutover date and the calendar for that? Okay, I'm going to take that as a... yes, ma'am. Yes, Sherry?
I do have a question. So say I had a party on June 1st and I closed it on June 5th. They would get the new host reward, correct?
They would get the new host exclusive. So instead of the grace, they would get the roller, the roller bottle, the host exclusive blend. They would be on the old hostess rewards if you close it on the 5th. So the old hostess rewards that are detailed in the old catalog is what you would go by. Yes.
Okay, but they wouldn't get they would only have to sell 300.
Yes.
And get the new hostess reward, though.
That's right.
To get the host exclusive.
The host exclusive, yes.
Exclusive. Okay.
Susan Harder had a question.
Okay, so Susan Harder asked, when will that new build your own package be available?
Yeah, I believe that those will be available starting June 1st because that's supposed to be when we're switching over to the new catalog. I can double check to verify that, or maybe Christy or Tabitha. Do you guys remember what was told to us about that? I know they mentioned it recently, and I'd have to dig back to see if I can find it. Yeah. Do you guys remember what they said about that? I'm right. Okay, thank you, Tabitha.
Okay, so just to confirm, the new build your own packages will be available on June the 1st.
Yes.
Great, thank you, Tabitha.
Thanks for verifying that, Tabitha. I just couldn't remember if my brain was working right or not.
Okay, so moving along, I can't believe it's already nearly 25 past the hour. Here are the new host rewards. Now, they're listed as Reward 1 plus Reward 2 plus Reward 3. Off the bat, I want to make sure that you know that these earn individually. So you do not have to earn Reward 1 before you get Reward 2, and you do not have to earn Reward 2 before you get Reward 3. So Reward 1 is what we've already spoken about. If you host a party with over 300 guest sales, you automatically get a free host exclusive product. Next month, that free product is a special unbuyable roller bottle blend. And we'll talk about that on the next slide. The second reward is depending on the number of orders you have from a party, and each order must be a minimum of $18. Depending on how many orders you get in that party, you get a certain number of half-price items. This starts with 3 different orders. So for argument's sake, you can have 3 orders that are $20 each, and you can earn reward number 2, which is one half off item.
And that's at $60 in
so
sales.
If your party is $60, if it's 3 different orders, you still get reward 2. You won't get rewards 1 or 3, but you can still earn reward 2. And then obviously the more different orders you get, the greater number of half-off items you can earn. The third reward is the percentage of sales. Excuse me. These start at $400 in guest sales, and the Simply Cash that you get starts at 10%. So at a $400 party, you get, or the hostess will get 10% Simply Cash. At $800, that steps up to 15%, and then at $1,000 or more, that steps up to 20% of guest sales. And if you get reward 3, you've already qualified for reward 1 because that kicked in at $300. So corporate have really analyzed all the parties that consultants had for the first 12 months, or the first 14 months really, of Simply Aroma's existence. And they found that hostesses were kind of gaming the system. So previously we would give half-off items for the number of bookings that were made from a party. And what corporate saw happen was the majority of these bookings never really happened. So a hostess was getting her friend before the party to say, oh yeah, if you say that you're going to book a party with this person and I'll get an extra half-off item. And then you as a consultant, you'd book the party and then you'd follow up with the person, you'd try to get it on the calendar and they'd squirm and they'd say, well, this doesn't work. Oh, I don't know if somebody wants to. Oh, I'm not sure. Or my cat's going to have fleas that day. And you'll chase them and chase them and chase them. And then you might even end up going to a party with them at their house and nobody shows because they didn't bother inviting anybody. That has been an absolute killer from corporate's perspective because they're giving half-off items basically for nothing. And it's been horrible from a consultant's perspective because it's been a complete time sink and a pain in the butt, both for us and the people we're hounding to get the parties that they said they wanted to have. So that was the main thrust, I guess, the rationale behind the change of reward 2 to be from number of orders rather than based on number of bookings made from the parties.
Yes.
Reward 1, that's pretty simple. They wanted to do us a solid and they dropped the threshold from 350 down to 300, which works for us too.
I absolutely love these changes. I think that these new host rewards are going to work much better for us as consultants when we're in the party environment. I'm really excited for these changes. I think they're going to be fantastic.
So does anybody have any questions or comments on the new host reward system?
Yes, I do.
Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining.
Here. I just had a question as far as, okay, if a consultant gets to reward 3 at $400, do they still get reward 2 as well? Get the half-off items as well?
Yes, ma'am. You can get every single reward that's there.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yes, the beautiful thing about this system is the rewards can be earned independently, but if you get up to the $400 in sales, you're automatically going to get reward number 1, and chances are you've had at least 3 orders at your party. So the beautiful thing is they build on each other, but they're also independent of each other.
Okay, yeah, I got that. I just wasn't sure if they would still get the half-off items if they got to that 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
They can get all of them.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so I mean, you could have a party where there are, say, 10 $40 orders, and the hostess can get reward 1 plus 6 half-off items plus 10% of that 400. Pretty awesome. And then if you've got 10 people ordering from your party, you as a consultant, you're delighted because you're going to follow up with all of them and see if they want to have parties.
Yep. Are there any other questions about the host reward changes?
I have one more question.
Sure.
I ordered catalogs and I ordered order forms, but say I'm having a party before my catalogs come in. Is there a way to see a catalog, like in the back office or online somewhere before my catalogs come in?
We have the catalogs online in the back office, I believe.
Are they posted? I don't know if they've posted the new one yet. If you need a catalog, I would expect you're going to get those new catalogs in the mail pretty soon. And this doesn't go into effect until next Monday, which I think is the 1st. So if you've already ordered them, I would expect you would already have a catalog.
I ordered them yesterday.
Okay. If you don't, let us know and we will figure something out. Even if it's, we've got a copy of the new catalog here, even if we have to take pictures of it and send it to you, we'll do that.
I'm pretty certain that enough consultants will hound corporate to make sure that it is online in time. And I'm taking an action item right now to post that in the leader group and tagging Kelly to make sure they do that.
Yes.
Okay, thank y'all.
Oh, and Tabitha just said that she'll bring you hers on Saturday. Thank you, Tabitha.
Thanks, Tabitha. That's great.
Yay.
Hi, Tabitha.
I don't think she heard you right, baby. Say it again.
Hi, Tabitha.
Tabitha says, hey, she might be in the bath again.
Yeah. Alan. All right.
Okay, so.
Alan.
Oh.
Tabitha.
Hang on, Emma. Somebody else is talking.
Yes.
This is Michelle. I have a question.
Sure.
Do hostesses still get free shipping?
I believe that they still get free shipping. I believe they do.
I would assume so, but that's a good question for us to ask.
Tabitha and Christy, do y'all remember anything being said about free shipping still for host rewards? I think that they're still supposed to get free shipping. They're not sure either. Okay, we'll ask just to be sure. And we'll let you know. Just remind us, and we'll get that information to you.
Okay. Hi, Emma.
Miss Michelle said hi.
We miss you.
Hi, Michelle.
And Brian.
Hi,
Hey, Emma.
I miss you guys.
Aww. We miss you too.
Okay. Will we tell them about Tiara?
Let's tell them about Tiara.
Okay. So Emma said we can tell you about Tiara now. Tiara is the host exclusive blend that corporate are putting out on starting June 1st. It is a pre-diluted blend. It comes in one of those swanky 10 milliliter roller bottles. And it is a blend of tangerine, wild orange, lang lang, gardenia, blue tansy, and patchouli. I'm excited. There's so many people who want these, and corporate are being big meanie heads and not letting us buy them. We're going to have to host our own parties. So I expect everybody is going to want to get out there and have a party in the first week of June so that you all can have one.
Yes, I know. I want to get my party going. I think this combination sounds like it's going to smell fantastic.
I just want the roller bottle.
You want the roller bottle? I want the oil. You can have the roller bottle.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions about the Tiara blend? Okay, Emma, I'm sorry, sweetie. Okay, moving swiftly.
I just wanted to share that I can't remember how much the Tiara is, but Kelly had mentioned to us that just the gardenia alone was extremely expensive. So this is a very valuable gift.
Yes. It's and I just absolutely love the smell of gardenia. $1,400 for 4 ounces of gardenia. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Excuse me. So the next part of the last part, and arguably the most important part, I feel, of the Simply Aroma mission is to be the most socially conscious essential oil company in the world, aggressively enriching the lives of everyone who supports the farming, distillation, and packaging of our products around the world. helping to eliminate slave labor and grossly underpaid wages to migrant workers around the world. And currently there are about 30 million slaves worldwide, and the majority of those actually are in the agricultural industry. So this is something that is very near and dear to the hearts of our founders, Andrew Kong and Tyler Pham. And it's something that we as consultants actually have a very, very direct influence over. So Simply Aroma set up a charitable foundation called the Simply Gives Foundation. And every $500 party that a consultant has, it triggers a donation to the Simply Gives Foundation. I don't have that figure offhand, but I do know that it was in the upper 20s when they averaged it out a few months ago. So at least 5% of every party that's over $500 goes to the Simply Gives Foundation. Additionally, every sale of Anchor and Restore triggers a $2 donation to the Simply Gives Foundation. This is huge. This is something that you personally can do to enrich the lives of people who are being held in slavery, where they're grossly underpaid for the work that they do, or forced into it for no money. I mean, some cultures in the countries where the plants are native to have like generational indentured servitude, where you've got kids born into slavery because of something that their grandfather did. I will share some links to Simply Aroma Labs, Kelly. Sorry, there was a question from Kelly Heath asking, is there a file where we can print this out? We have it on Simply Aroma Labs. Excuse me. Now, you might wonder why, in particular, Anchor and Restore have donations associated with them. There is a charitable organization here in North Carolina called Restore One. And Restore One is the first, and I believe still the only, organization in the United States of America that is dedicated towards providing restorative care to male victims of sex trafficking. So unfortunately, there are many, many men and boys and women and girls who suffer in the sex trade industry here in the United States. Happily, there's a lot of energy in a number of different charities around restorative care for women and girls, but unfortunately, there's only Restore One out there who are providing restorative care to boys and young men who have been victims of sex trafficking. That's the reason why Restore has the donation associated with it. Restore One have broken ground on what they call the Anchor House, which is a safe house for boys and young men who have been rescued from sex trafficking, where they can actually dedicate time and energy to restoring them and trying to rebuild their lives that have been stolen from them. And unfortunately, the Anchor House has been in the media the last couple of days, not because of the amazing and uniqueness of it, but because the residents of the county have decided that for some unknown reason that these poor boys are not victims, but criminals or perpetrators, and they're trying to get the Anchor House shut down. And that's beyond ridiculous. I mean, I'm visibly shaking here. I'm upset hearing this. And Simply Aroma, as a response to this, are going to try to raise awareness even further for Restore One and the Anchor House. And hopefully you have seen it, But on our team page and the corporate homepage on Simply Aroma Labs, Simply Aroma have announced that they've announced 4 new schools where you can make donations, which Simply Aroma will match, and these will go directly to Restore One to accelerate and help building the Anchor House. And hopefully we can get lots of publicity out there and promote this to our hostesses and our past party guests, and get some real visibility out there supporting the Anchor House and Restore One. And hopefully we can get some positive media around this hugely important charity, and hopefully we can in turn also silence the dumbass rednecks that are trying to sink it.
Watch your language.
I did watch my language. Yeah.
I have to agree with Alan here. The mindset of the people in this community, it just really, I can't believe that people would think this way about something that is so needed. And I mean, these young men need to know that they're valued, and they need to know that they are worth saving. And so we can all row in behind and show our support by promoting this. And Simply Aroma is going to match our donations. So please, everybody, please push this. Make sure that you share it with the people you know. Make sure you talk about it. Make sure you're sharing it. Let's see if we can't show Restore One and the Anchor House, and ultimately the lives that they're going to impact in a positive way, that we are behind them, that we love them, and that we support them. So let's do everything we can as a group to help.
Okay, I'm just reading some of the comments here. It's wonderful to see you all supporting this. Sherry Siegel says that she lives there and she's not a redneck.
Yes, Sherry, we know that.
Well, you're not against the Anchor House, so you're absolutely not a dumbass redneck. I'm sorry if I implied that, Sherry. Amanda, yes, there are links on the Simply Aroma Labs website that detail out this information, and we will share those in the group when we share the slides in this recording.
Yes, there is a Facebook page, Christy. Thank you.
Okay, so this resonated with us, and actually with our team mission.
Yeah.
And our team mission that is unique to our little team is that we want to make a positive impact on everyone we encounter. We want to behave in a positive and professional manner, and to make a positive impact on the world by participating in our monthly fundraisers for charities. So, excuse me. Each month, we want our team to champion a particular charity. And we are going to, as a team, promote this charity, and we're going to invite all of the consultants to donate a percentage of their commission check each month to the charity of the month,
if they choose to. Now, this is by choice, you know.
It's not mandatory. We're not saying that you have to do any particular charity. We're not saying you have to do any specific amount. But we feel that the Simply Aroma mission is hugely important to try to eliminate slave labor globally, and also that goes for the agricultural industry, but also people who are slaves in the sex industry. And we feel that our team can unite around another mission, which is a different charity that's near to people's heart each month. One part of this is that when we book parties with our hostesses, we want to be able to connect with them and to motivate them to want to have a good party. Um, a lot of hostesses are motivated by getting lots of free swag, and that's fine and that's great. But we also want to connect on a personal level with hostesses who have different charities that are near and dear to their heart. And we believe that this will help you to resonate with your hostesses. And as a result, you can tell them that
We're working to.
Simply Aroma will give a donation if this party hits $500. And if you hit, you can go above or below. You can say to them that, but if you hit $1,000, I personally will match that donation too, and I'll give whatever percent to this charity of the month. Or you can choose to go the other way and say, well, if you don't happen to hit that, but you do get the $300, you can get the host exclusive reward, which is worth $79 extra, and I personally will make a donation of such and such an amount.
Yeah.
And we believe that this is going to be an excellent way to build rapport with your hostesses, to connect with them on a personal level, and hopefully engage them in a dialogue that's about more than just, hey, you can get this free stuff.
Yeah. People will get behind causes, and it's always good to give back. And by having a servant's heart, by wanting to give back and help, maybe even charities in your own neighborhood, that can resonate with not just the hostesses, but the customers and the party goers that are at the party, because everybody wants to feel part of something and everyone likes to help. So let's see if we can't make a positive impact with some of these charities. If you guys have charities that are near and dear to your hearts that you think that you'd like to have the team get behind for a month, let us know. I think the first one that we're going to look at doing is June is National Hunger Awareness Month. So one thing that we may want to do for June is maybe we all make donations of a certain dollar amount per party or something to our local food banks to help combat hunger right here in our own communities.
And you can even, we have a county fair here every year. And one thing they do is if you bring a certain number of cans, you can get in for free on a particular day. You can spin this to your hostesses and your party guests and say, for every can that you bring that I'll bring and donate for you, you get an entry into my drawing for whatever you might happen to have your drawing for. So they get a ticket for just showing up, and they might get an additional ticket for every couple of cans that they bring.
Yes.
And again, you can motivate people to do good, both by appealing to, I don't want to say both sides of their nature, but, appealing to them to do good and appealing to them that, they potentially get rewarded for it.
Okay.
So this is something that I think Tabitha may talk about a little bit more next week. Tabitha is going to talk about getting bookings and stuff next week. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think that Tabitha is going to be touching on something similar next week. So we look forward to hearing what Tabitha has to share.
Okay, great. And we just wanted to let you know that this is feeding into our overarching strategy that we're putting together to help you build your business and to, for Simply Aroma to really be, that first point, to be a legitimate opportunity for you to achieve whatever financial goals you may have. And some of the things that we are going to introduce in June, in the first half of June, as I look at all of these, are live opportunity calls. So we understand that it can sometimes be challenging to convince people to watch a webinar for 45 minutes to get a free kit code. And you need to talk to them and explain a lot to them about Simply Aroma before you even get them to that point. And we want to do that for you. So we are going to have every 2 weeks.
I was thinking every week to have a live opportunity call.
We are going to have a live opportunity call every week, and you will be able to invite your guests to it. And we will have, we're going to keep these to no more than 15, 20 minutes. They're going to be energetic, they're going to be popping. We are going to give some great information about Simply Aroma, answer questions, and basically take away any objections that people have to watching the webinar. As well as the opportunity calls themselves, we are going to host training calls for you guys. And we are going to give you some scripts and some systems that you can use to talk to people to get them to join the opportunity calls. So, okay, good girl.
Go on.
Emma wants to play cards. Okay, yeah, you play your game, sweetheart. So one of the things is that we don't want just people to spam out, hey, I've got an opportunity call, invite all your Facebook friends and call it done. We're going to have a system where you can target specific groups of people with specific scripts targeted towards those groups of people so that you can try to make Simply Aroma resonate with them and convince them to join the call and subsequently join your team with a free kit. The party booking system, I don't want to tip the hand too much on this because this is what Tabitha Williamson will be presenting next week. Tabitha is a booking machine. I look forward to learning how to do it properly from her.
Yeah.
We touched earlier on about the Party Pass program and how important it is to get new consultants in and get them return on investment and to get them launched well. And Elizabeth is working on a new system for that so that we can not only train new consultants when they get in, but also train you as sponsors so that you can aid them and help them and get them launched. Moving on, one of the clear results from the survey that we had was that people want to know more about oils. So we have an Oil of the Week training that is going to start happening. This is going to take part in a separate Facebook group. And we don't want to overload you all with groups, but we did want to give you a centralized location where you can find all of the oil training without having to sift through a lot of other chatter. We will probably also be making a subset of this available into essential oils for everyday people.
And also into our team forum if you prefer to use that.
Yeah. Because as well as training consultants and giving you guys the information about the oils, we want to make sure that it's there and it's easy for your customers too. So as you add customers to essential oils for everyday people, it isn't just 500 questions. Is there an oil for acne? Is there an oil for broken bones? I don't know. I'm going A to Z. Instead of it just being a very reactive question and answer group, we want to push that information out there so that it will give people ideas for oils that they might want to try, rather than thinking, oh, I'm sick and I want an oil for flatulence because we're on F.
And honestly, ultimately, what we want to shift people's mindsets to is away from using an oil for this condition to using oils preventatively.
And for general health.
Rather than having people say, oh, I've got sinus issues, I need to use OxyZen, we want them to say, you know what, allergy season is coming up, it's time for me to start diffusing OxyZen every day. So it's going to be a little bit of a mindset shift for our customers and also for a lot of our consultants. But I think if we can build a lot of this awareness in the oils and the products, that we will get to that point.
Yeah, I liken it to, it's like eating yourself up to 400 pounds and saying, okay, now I should probably eat healthy. Yeah. You're much better off if you eat healthy from the beginning and, use health and exercise as a preventative measure rather than a curative one. Right. And that's really what oils should be about, because we should be using them as preventative ways to improve our lives rather than trying to cure stuff.
Yes.
Moving on, I think I actually spoke about this. We're going to have sponsorship and launch training. So tying into the opportunity calls and the new consultant trainings, we have identified a gap there that we and you as sponsors need to fill. So what happens between when you get that butt in the seat and then you tell them to go out and party? There's a disconnect there where we need to train people, and that goes both ways. We need to train the sponsor and also the sponsee, the sponsored.
The new consultant.
The new guy. Okay. And then, as ever, we have ongoing structure and team building training, which is the Quan system for structure and team building. Yeah, it's just the Quan.
Yeah, it's just the Quan.
I say just, but the Quan is absolutely magnificent. And I can honestly tell you that if it wasn't for the Quan and the Move tool, we wouldn't be here where we are today. We may not even be here today. We might have driven ourselves crazy and jumped off a cliff.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? I know that this is a lot. It's a lot for us to put together. It is coming. We are really, really excited to get it put together for you guys. Talk to us and tell us your thoughts. Do you have any questions? What can we help you with?
You guys are awesome.
It's not just us. It's Tabitha. It's Brian and Michelle Scott. It's Jen Messer. It's all of our leadership group. Everybody is helping and everybody is contributing.
Guys, I
We got an answer about the hostess shipping from Sarah.
Okay, what was that?
Hostesses do not have to pay shipping.
Okay, so hostesses still get free shipping. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. I think, Bob, you had a question too?
Yes, sir. My question was on the Tiara blend. Do we know what the intended benefits of that blend is?
Yeah, I missed the announcement call yesterday in the PFC group due to work commitments, and I still need to chase Kelly down and ask him what the intended use for it is. Looking at the ingredients, I think it looks like it's going to be kind of similar to the Architect blend, and I say that purely because I see tangerine in it, which I love. But that's a third question I'll bring to Kelly and corporate once we get off.
Okay, so most likely calming confidence.
I believe it's going to be a calming. I believe it will be a mood-lifting blend. It may have something to do with some confidence. It may be it has patchouli in it, so it may be more grounding than confidence.
Yeah. I mean, well, Bob, I guess put it this way. How do you feel when you put on your tiara? And it's going to amplify that feeling. So you're going to feel
beautiful,
confident and special, and like the world is looking at you and you don't mind.
Do you wear your tiara often, honey?
Only when you're out.
Yeah, I agree with you, Amy. I believe it's a feel-good blend too.
Okay, thanks.
Sure, Bob. We'll get you a definitive answer.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
It should be very close. It should be very close to the Architect blend because the only difference is that the Architect blend has Jasmine Absolute and the new roller bottle will have gardenia in it. That's about the only difference I can find.
Thanks, Tabitha.
I think what Tabitha said was right.
Oh, is that what Tabitha said? I don't know about that. Tabitha, don't let him think he's right too much. It goes to his head.
Do we have a live opportunity call booked yet?
No, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a call next week to teach you guys how to get people onto those opportunity calls. The live opportunity calls will probably start the following week.
Okay.
And we can do those at various times as well. Once we do the first one, we should be able to do them during the day sometimes and in the evening sometimes so that we can kind of hit a variety of people with them.
Okay, thank you.
It's different in here.
Okay, we are right at 2 minutes past the hour. Gosh, that went quickly. Hopefully it was full of good information and you guys enjoyed it like we did. Last chance if you have any questions. Okay, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys. We are committed to building the systems and tools that you guys need to do exactly what the Simply Aroma mission is. To be a legitimate opportunity for individuals to reach whatever financial goals they may have. To introduce the best essential oils to the world.
Night.
Okay, Emma says it's good night time.
Good night, Emma.
You gonna blow them all a kiss? Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you guys. Good night.